gains tax?
Only if she's made any money in 30 years.
Well, it's a fair bet she has.
If she has, then yes, she owes capital gains on it.
All right, well, let's focus on this. Let's say that Daddy bought the stock for $10 a share and gave it to her, and the stock is now $50 a share. Does she owe a tax on the 40, or does she owe a tax on the full 50?
The 40. The 40.
Okay, so there's your answer, Judy. You do owe tax on the increased value. Your cost basis is equal to Daddy's, because when he gave you the stock, he gave you the cost basis with it. That's different from if he had died and you inherited the stock. Very different. If Daddy had bought the stock and kept it in his ownership and later died, transferring it to you upon his death, then you would be free of taxes on the profit earned during his lifetime.
Now, what do you want to bet that she doesn't have the information on how much Daddy paid for those stocks?
30 years ago. And that's often the real question is, how do you calculate the profit if I've got to go back to find my cost basis and I was given these stocks years ago? How does she go get the data? Because if you can't get the data, the IRS will assume it's zero,
right,
maximizing the tax liability. So it's in your best interest to find the answer. How do you do it? It's 30 years later. How does she find the answer?
Well, if she can, there are multiple sites online where you would just type in the stock that you own and the date that it was acquired, and it'll flat out, just like that, give you the price per share on that date.
Well,
now, there could be...
whether or not she knows the date that it was acquired.
Yeah, and let's say you don't, but you know the year. Then do you do some type of average in that year and use that number? Many accountants will say, yeah, that's a reasonable justification. Others might say, no, if you don't have with 100% certainty, you know that number, you need to assume zero. But there are lots of things over that period of time. How many acquisitions have occurred within that stock? How many spin-offs are there? How many times have the shares split? So
have you had dividend reinvestments?